And I wanted to make this video, so I wanted to show you that you're not alone too. It's not just you, it's banning it. Hello my fellow Toasties! This video is going to be slightly different. Normally I would read a Reddit story, then give some of my hot takes. It's still going to be Reddit, as we are going to be hitting up r/Facebook, but it's going to be a little bit extra. If you've been following me on Blue Sky as of late, you'd know that I've been having troubles on my Meta accounts, and I definitely loathe that company. In fact, I did do a video a while back, diving into r/Facebook drama, and how much of a cesspool it's become. But oh boy, has it gotten worse, if you can believe it. This makes Duolingo look like an honest app. Now what's been happening is, Meta's auto-moderated AI has been a little ban happy, and when I did some research on this video, I found I was not alone. And I wanted to make this video, so I wanted to show you that you're not alone too. It's not just you, it's banning everyone. The ironic thing about this is that Meta and X have turned into complete trash platforms, and really feeds into the dead internet theory. The more real people they ban, the more bots fester and grow. But wait, didn't Mark Zuckerberg say to the effect of,
to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content?
Yes, and it's gotten worse. He really tried to do his best to repolish his image, but you can't polish a turd, I'm afraid. He's still the same android-looking lizard. You can see the many examples of people all around the world having the exact same problem I'm having. As Sage628 says, I never did FB, but have friends that did, and some of their accounts got turfed. AI pretty much took over, faceplant, and many accounts are getting rolled over, including those going back to the beginnings. The current political situation doesn't help, and here's a perfect example showing that AI is creating an absolute dumpster fire. And the political situation is relevant, as my account got nuked at the same time the very famous leftist Twitch streamer, Hassan Piker, was hauled in by ICE.
I think they were being cordial because they wanted me to say something that was incriminating and say something that was enough to justify further detention from that point on. Either you get a burner phone when you're traveling internationally, or if you have your regular phone, you can just do a passcode by either canceling biometrics, or if you forgot to do so, if you forgot to cancel biometrics like your Face ID, what you can do is click it 5 times. If you click hold 5 times in a row, it will actually disable Face ID, and it will force you to put your passcode in. And because there are laws against like the agents not being able to force you to put your passcode in, they can't actually access your phone like that. Because I think like the goal here is to put fear into people's hearts, to have a chilling effect on speech, that like the government is unafraid of intimidating you in illegal ways. Okay, the government is now officially willing and able to intimidate you for speech, for your speech. That is a direct violation of the First Amendment.
So while Facebook is now filling it with full fascist propaganda and AI, leftist creators, friends and family are all getting nuked, including some businesses. As Actual Wizard responds, I want to be clear about this. Some of us on Reddit are actively figuring out and working through solutions to solve this AI stupidity problem, while an AI company is using a version that doesn't work and isn't developing a solution that will. Meta is a scam tech company. I don't know how this happened, but we have people that are totally unqualified and incompetent trying to operate a tech company, and it's gotten so incredibly bad that people are just fixing the problems without them. Meta is useless as a company. It's useless. They took over a huge portion of the social media landscape and they run like slumlords. If they can't steal or buy products, then they don't have one. This comment is so based. There was a time when Instagram was actually good. I do come from a time and do remember that social media companies did have a purpose, connecting people all over the globe for free, that you can interact with anyone, keep up with family, friends, uncles and grandparents, not to rely on costly telephone calls. I remember visiting family overseas, and through Facebook back then, I can contact back home and stay in touch and share my experiences. Now shitification's fully set in, ruined by corporate capitalist greed, and it's become a shell of itself. And it's not just the users that are suffering. Meta has laid off more than 11,000 employees in the first half of 2023, then an additional 10,600 employees, bringing the total layoffs to 21,600. Now we're sitting in 2025, and the US is facing stagflation, so there's going to be a lot more layoffs since then. As Bag of Stone says, happened to me too. My original account, which was created in 2009, got suspended. No option to appeal. I then signed up using my nickname and my surname. Yet after 2 weeks, my new account got suspended again. I just tried signing up again using a different name, and a very old Yahoo email that I am sure cannot be linked to my first 2 accounts. And then I got instantly suspended, Lamal. I'm sure that Meta blacklisted my IP or something. They probably launched a stupid AI tech which suspends accounts. Note that I only use Messenger and sometimes check in events near me. I'm quitting. My newsfeed is just full of AI nonsense and brain rot stuff anyways. And that's just the thing. I have some very old friends going back to high school, watching the brain rot on that platform slowly take over their minds. But thanks to my martial arts background, the creative discipline is brought, and my own stubbornness, I live for this stuff. I'm the type of person that says, okay, you want to make life harder? Let me figure out how to beat it. The first thing I would recommend everyone doing is to dump the apps. Meta applications have an extraordinary amount of power and get access to parts of the phone that you're using that it shouldn't. If you want to make something like Instagram Reels, use an alternative video editor like CapCut. I know, CapCut isn't great either, and we could do a whole separate video on that. But I'm using this as an example to show that you don't need meta apps to use the platform. And ironically, not only will you become more secure, but you'll be less locked into their platform. Anything you post to their platform, back up locally so they can't take it away from you. Once you friend a few people that you know, the algorithm itself will start pulling people and your mutuals so you can friend them too. Don't go fast, go slow. Let the account warm up, so to speak, and take your time. Anyways, that's it for the video. I want to say a special thank you and welcome all my new subscribers. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And as always, stay